Okay, hi. I would like to formally introduce myself. I am Jalieah. Do you have any preferred name that you would like to go by for the remainder of the session? Yes, I go by Quinn, please. Okay, perfect. Quinn, it's nice to formally meet you. Can you tell me a bit about yourself? Yeah, sure thing. I've been married for 6 years. I have two wonderful sons. I have a dog, and I'm currently in workforce management, actually. Life can get a little bit hectic having, a husband, taking care of two kids, and also taking care of the dogs. So that's kind of what, brought me into this session. My friend told me I should come out, and just give it a try, give it a go for what I've been dealing with. Wow, yeah, that sounds amazing. It does sound like it can be a bit overwhelming, but it's so understandable that you would want to be here today. Can I ask what brought you to the session? Yeah, of course. So I basically have a bad habit that I'm trying to break. I would like to quit smoking, but it's been very difficult for me, which is another reason why my friend suggested that maybe I get some outside resources and some outside help to kind of help me deal with the problem and the issue at hand. It hasn't been easy for me, and I've kind of just been like an on again, off again smoker. And I just really want something that's gonna stick with me and be more long term this time around. Okay, yeah, I see. So your main concern is that you want to stop smoking. I understand that that is a big commitment, and I'm proud for you for doing this for yourself. Is there any particular reasons why now you want to stop smoking currently? Because I'm sure that you um have been on and off again, like you mentioned, and you probably were off like while you were pregnant with your two boys. So what's changed? Yes, of course. So like you mentioned, I do have my two boys, and I wasn't smoking when I was with them. Those were pretty much the only times where I was not smoking. But it's just been a part of my life. My grandmother smoked, my mother did, and pretty much everyone in my family. And it's just been a cycle that I want to break for my two boys, and of course for my health as well. Okay, I understand. That is so amazing that you would want to put your family first. So tell me about the first time you started smoking and what you were doing when you first started. Just tell me a little bit about that. Yeah, so the first time I started smoking, I was about 16 years old in high school. My friends and I decided to skip class. And one of the girls had a pack of smokes. She pretty much just asked me if I wanted one, and I took it. It seemed very casual. It wasn't like peer pressure or anything like that. I was with a group of friends, like at the time that I was close with. So it wasn't like just stranger danger or anything like that. Like I was just being a kid in the time. Looking back at it, I was stressed from, a high school standpoint. I was in sports. I was trying to keep up with my friends. And I did pretty well with my academics. Okay, yeah, I understand. I remember being in high school too, taking extra long lunches, hang out with friends. Were you dealing with any concerns that made you want to not go to this particular class that you skipped during that time? No, not necessarily. Like I mentioned before, school, it was stressful, but I did well within my academics. Yeah, no, that's totally understandable. When we're in high school, sometimes things can seem like the end of the world. So now that you're in your adult life, how many cigarettes are you smoking a day, if you don't mind me asking? Yeah, of course. So I would probably just say like maybe about a half a pack to a pack a day. I'll usually smoke like just on my free time or like on my lunch break at work. It's just become very casual for me at this point. Like it's just something that's so easy to do. Okay, I see. So would you say when you're smoking a full pack, or would you say those are your most stressful days, or like what's going on with those days, or do you just have more time to smoke, or are you just feeling a stressor that you need to relieve? Yeah, I would say if I'm smoking a full pack, it is one of my more stressful days for me. Um if it's a half pack, it's probably just one of my regular, just smoking it on lunch breaks or free time. Okay, so Quinn, thank you for that self-reflection. I hope it wasn't too hard for you. I want to pivot and talk about what you like to do in your free time. Is there anything particular that you like to do? Um, do you like to watch TV, scroll social media, go to the gym? I know some people like to cook. I just want to know what we can do to develop a plan so that way instead of you smoking, you can replace that habit with something that's more productive for you, makes you feel good on the inside. And maybe we can incorporate some things with your son so that way you can remember and understand the reason why you're doing this. So it's always on the forefront of your mind. It's not something that you're going to forget. Of course, it's going to be hard. But I feel like when you have your sons with you doing these things that you also enjoy to do, it'll make it just a little bit easier. Yeah, so there's a few things I like to do. I like to read, take a walk, and if I have time, maybe a hot bath. All right, those sound wonderful. So instead of you going for that smoke, anytime you feel the urge or the need to, go for a walk. I feel like that seems to be like the easiest thing that you can do because you can also do it, no matter where you're at. Take a walk in your office, take a walk around your neighborhood, around the house, just something to kind of get rid of those jitters of and the urge of wanting to smoke. I think the walks would be good for you and your son. You guys get some fresh air, you spend some time with them, and then for the times where you want time to yourself, you can read a book and maybe take that hot bath. Yes, I think that will work. I think that is something I can do. I do love my sons, and this is something that I want to do for them. So I think that plan can work. Okay, perfect. So what I'm gonna do now is have my receptionist at the front, book you for a follow-up session so that way we can kind of track your progress and see how everything's going. Does that sound good? Yes, that sounds good with me. That sounds fine. All right, bye. I'll see you later.